Welcome friends to Physics in 20 minutes. In this video we are going to solve one problem. I have titled the problem as Can Simran catch the train? You may go through video number 16 and 17 for prerequisites. So we start with today's problem. The title of the problem is Can Simran catch the train? The problem is based on this video. Please have a look at the video carefully first.
मुझे जाने दीजिए बाजी, प्लीज बाजी मुझे जाने दीजिए। Please, I'm begging of you. Please, बाजी, मुझे मेरे रास्ते पर जाने दीजिए। Please, बाजी। Please, बाजी। Please, बाजी।
क्या सिमरन जा
So here is the problem statement. The title of the problem is Can Simran catch the train? After the moment Ja Simran, the Simran runs to catch the train. Train has left 40 seconds before she starts running. Both are moving in the same direction. Train's acceleration is 0.082 meter per second square. The length of the platform in front of Simran when she starts running is 100 meter. What conditions must be satisfied before Simran catches the train safely? Draw an approximate velocity time graph of train and Simran. After how much time would Simran catch the train? And how fast must Simran accelerate herself so that she catches the train before the platform ends? So that's a long problem. Let's see how to apply the tips that we have learned in the last video to this problem. Starting with the visualization part. Visualization here is very easy because the physical situation is depicted in the form of a video. Although we can draw a rough sketch as well. So here is a train. The train is accelerated. Acceleration of train is 0.082 meter per second square. The Simran is running. The acceleration of the Simran is unknown. We have to find it out. The frame of reference, both Simran and train are running in the same direction, and that direction can be represented with x-axis. The next is the choice of the origin. We can take that position as the origin from where Simran starts running. Let's list the given or known quantities of the problem. So before the train starts running, it was at rest. So we write velocity of the train initially is 0 meter per second. Please check the use of suffixes. It's a velocity of train, so train is one suffix. Then it is initial velocity, so I is another suffix. Acceleration of the train is given at 0.082 meter per second square. Initial position of Simran x sim, 0 is equal to 0 meter. Remember, the frame of reference we have chosen, the origin is chosen at the place where Simran starts running. Also note that time t is equal to 0 is that moment when Simran starts running. Simran has to catch the train before the platform ends. We will take her final displacement as 100 meter. We assume that at time t she catches the train. So we will represent it as x sim, t. Simran also starts from the rest, so her initial velocity can be written as v sim, I equal to 0 meter per second. Let us list the unknown quantities. We have to find the time taken by Simran to catch the train. Let the time be t, so t is how much. Then we have to find out the minimum acceleration that Simran will have to catch the train. We will call it as a sim. So a sim is how much. Coming to concept. So under what condition would Simran catch the train safely? So if you think carefully, you will realize that Simran would be able to catch the train safely if and only if her velocity matches with train's velocity. When the Simran's velocity is same as train's velocity, then they both will be at rest with respect to each other, and it will be easy for Simran to catch the train. So to catch the train, V sim t is equal to V train t. Note the use of suffixes here. Let's come to graph. Since we have seen the velocity should be equal, velocity time graph would be the useful graph here. In the Vt graph, time is plotted on the horizontal axis while velocity is plotted on vertical axis. Origin or time t is equal to 0 is the moment when Simran starts running. Remember, problem tells train starts running 40 seconds before Simran starts running. So train's starting point on this scale will be at minus 40. Train has a constant acceleration. So its velocity time graph will be a straight line and it will have a slope of 0.082 meter per second square, which will be its acceleration. So a train is 0.082 meter per second square. Simran starts running much later than train. So in order to catch up with the velocity of the train, her acceleration should be more than the train, which is unknown in this problem. When both the velocities are equal, the time is t. So now we can do the calculation part very easily. We can use the first kinematical equation to find the velocity of train at time t. So V train at t is equal to V train at I plus A train into 40 plus t. Remember, when Simran catches the train has traveled for the time t plus 40 seconds. Since initial velocity of train is 0, V train t is equal to 0.082 into 40 plus t. Let me call this as equation 1. What about velocity of Simran? Again, we can use the first kinematical equation, and since initial velocity is 0, velocity of Simran at time t is acceleration of Simran into t. Now Simran will catch the train if both the velocities are same. So I can equate equation 1 and equation 2. I get A sim t is equal to 0.082 40 plus t. Let me call this as equation 3. In this equation you can see that there are two unknowns, time and acceleration of Simran. So in order to solve this, we must bring one more equation. Displacement of Simran is equal to Simran's initial velocity into time plus half into acceleration of Simran into time square. Since the displacement of Simran is 100 and initial velocity of Simran is 0, we can write 100 is equal to 1 by 2 A sim t square, or A sim t square is equal to 200. Therefore, A sim t is equal to 200 by t. This is our equation number 4. So now we can equate equation number 3 and 4. If you do that and solve, you will get a quadratic equation in t. 0.082 t square plus 3.28 t minus 200 is equal to 0. That's a quadratic. You can either solve this by using the quadratic formula, or you can use one of the apps which are available on mobile phones to solve the quadratic equation. The solution to this is 33.3 second or minus 73.3 second. Obviously, we will ignore the negative time solution, so we will take t as 33.3 second. That means 33.3 second after starting the run, Simran's speed will be same as the train's speed. So going back to the third equation, A sim t square is 200. I can substitute t as 33.3 and solve. This gives me the Simran's acceleration as 0.180 meter per second square. So Simran's acceleration must be minimum 0.180 meter per second square so that she can catch the train before the platform ends. Now we can analyze, is our solution correct? Have we made any mistake? Let's use some common sense to analyze the situation. We know that the acceleration of Simran has to be more than the acceleration of train. Simran has started her running much later than the train. So that way this solution looks correct. The acceleration of Simran is 2.20 times acceleration of train. Can we cross check by calculation? Answer is yes. We know that in Vt graph, area beneath the curve and the time axis is displacement. So here the area beneath the Simran's velocity time graph and t has to be equal to 100 meter. This is a triangular area. To calculate this area, we must need its base, which is 33.3 second, and its height, which is velocity of Simran at the end of time t, which is still unknown. So let us find out that height or that velocity first. So velocity of Simran at time t is equal to initial velocity of Simran plus a sim into t, which when we put the values and solve, we get as 5.99 meter per second. This gives us the height of the triangle as 5.99 meter per second. So the area of the triangle is 1 by 2 into base into height, which is 1 by 2 into 33.3 second into velocity of Simran at time t. Now you can put the values, and if you solve, you get this area as 99.7 meter, which after rounding off is equal to 100 meter, which is the actual expected displacement. So you saw that we cross-checked our calculated answers by two methods. First by using the common sense, and then by using a calculation. So what further? What will be Simran's displacement with respect to train while she catches the train? You can plot a position time graph for both Simran and train, and again can answer this from the graph as well. If you can solve these two problems, you can send the solution to me at physicsin20minutes@gmail.com. So that ends this problem. This video is the concluding video on motion in one dimension. From next video, we will start talking about motion in 2 or 3 dimensions. Thank you.